Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to any of my wonderful and juicy and delicious little subscribers out there. And how I love you also, and I hope that you're all super duper well wherever you are in the world and that life is treating you oh so deliciously wherever you are, okay? So look what I've done here now. I had the lights on. I did started the video about 8 minutes in, kept stumbling, something wrong here. So I thought, bin it, take two, okay? So off we go, and 3, 2, 1, beam me up, my juicy little lights. Thank you, little lights, you're lovely and bright, yes. So the first one was not going very well for some reason, my delicious little babies. I've no idea what that is, okay? So, but, this video now should be hunky-dory tickety-boo. Now, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to any passers-by, and I hope that you too, my delicious little babies, are also having a super-duper wonderful time wherever you are in the world. And much love to everybody, feeling the hugs and loves, okay? Now then, my weather in my old neck of the woods, well, the wind is picking up, my delicious little babies, yes, so it is picking up, okay? And also for the fact that it has been wet, yesterday evening and also all last night, okay? So it is raining, but it's not raining today, okay? But it is windy, but it's not super duper cold, so that's the weather forecast in my neck of the woods in the old UK. Other parts may differ, okay? Now then, my delicious little babes, if you do happen to enjoy my video today, please click on the like, okay? For others of you, if you stumble across me and you wish to subscribe, please subscribe. For others of you, please feel free to comment. And finally, if you'd like to share my videos with other fellow who are on, your wavelengths, shall we say, for some of you delicious little babies out there, they may find the information that I give out, very informative and important for themselves, yes, and for others, okay? Now then, I was listening to this morning, I wasn't going to do a video today, by the way, my delicious little babies, okay, but, really I should at least get one video out today. Do you see what I'm saying to you, yes? It's sort of telling me in my old noddle, at least do something, contribute something. Do you see what I'm saying, my delicious little babies, yes? Every little helps. Do you see what I mean? What's that? Ding ding, Tesco's in our neck of the woods in the old UK. Yeah, right, anyway. So, I was listening to a video this morning, wasn't I? Well, actually, there's a few. And, but it turns out, surprise, surprise, that there is a possibility of, another lockdown in the old UK in 2023. Where are we, my delicious little babies? In 2023. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? So, well, I'm not surprised. I've been saying it for months on my videos anyway, and also with my wonderful and delicious dear little friend, Kaz, yes? Well, we even said it on one of our videos together as well, think if they want to get the chance to lock you down. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? And of course, then we connect it to the 15 minute. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Yes? So this is the thing. But you see, the way I see it is, right? And I'm not here to cause no bother. No, I'm not. But I will just say things the way it is. You see, number one, we need to get this word out, okay, as fast as possible, yes? And it's so vitally important as well, not only videos, video like mine, but other videos as well. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies, yes? Because the information's out there. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? But who I happened to be listening to this morning, I've already advertised him, pretty sure a few days ago. Anyway, and he was sent emails. And one of them happened to be with this information on it. Okay, my delicious little babies. So you see how we can fight back. There's a number of things we can do, not physically, okay? There's a number of things we can do here, right? So number one, for those out there, delicious, God bless them, because we have to say that, okay? For those, well, they can follow the leader, which is our putrid governments who are lackeys for you-know-who. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, and just go along with it. Just lock themselves in their homes, come to the door, maybe have their food delivered to them or whatever they do. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, God bless them, like I said. But I also said there's those who you cannot help. Then we've got the next set where they're stirring, haven't we? I've said this before, I'm going to repeat it again. So that they know that something's wrong, yes? But it's what to do about it, yes? Well, the best advice I can give is for them to do as much research, my delicious little babies out there, of those of you, yes, who are stirring, half asleep and half awake. And you do as much research as possible, my delicious little babies, yes? There's plenty of videos on all different platforms, okay? You can go on many. I've advertised many, okay? So it's just a case of just, looking at other places, okay? If you're not very good at researching or reading things, do you see what I mean? So there's that situation there, and I've already advertised DuckDuckGo as well if you want to read upon things, do you see what I mean? So I've already done that. Yes, so I was done telling. Anyway, so that's not being rude to anybody. It's just trying to help. And then, of course, the ones of us who are awake, ding, 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 the lights are fully on. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Well, you see, what we do is for the ones who are stirring and that, yes, and the ones who are awake, yes, is that basically, how would they feel, right? This is just something that came into my noddle, right? It's just me personally. It's nothing I've listened to this morning or days ago or weeks ago. Do you see what I mean? It's just something that came. So I thought, you know what? You've got to play these flipping putrid at their own game. No. Do you see what I mean? So one of the things you can do, yes, you just empty everything out. Because you see, they've relied, haven't they, which we've known for a long time, for years, yes? They've relied on supermarkets and everything else, which has really got us into a lazy way. There we go. We'll call it a lazy way of thinking. Do you see what I mean? But seeing as they're, preparing, yes, because like I say, they've already brought in this 15-minute business, yes, and then telling in Oxfordshire that, that they do not have a choice of what they want. Do you see what I'm saying to you as, the residents of Oxfordshire, yes? So they're not they're saying, oh, no, you don't have a choice. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Well, actually, yes, we flipping do have a choice. We all have a choice in our neck of the woods in the old UK. In fact, we all have a choice all over the blooming world. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Yes, but here's the thing. Say if they emptied out, everybody went on one day now. It's only a thought. It's just a thought. Nothing more, nothing less. All I do is just send out my thoughts, food for thought. You just go out, you just empty the supermarket. So then guess what? You do not flipping go back near there. And in the meantime, you buy all of your seeds, you buy all of your little bulbs or whatever you do. Do you understand what I mean? Yes? For those of you delicious and, beautiful little babies who, do not have gardens, do you understand what I mean? You can buy like little planters or things like that, do you know what I mean? And, you can even put them outside your door. There's always a way, there we are, around things, okay? Or you may know somebody else with an allotment or someone who's got a garden or something like that, yes? But anyway, there's been other delicious babies out there talking about this, especially in the past, decade? Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? I'll say less than that, actually, okay? But what I'm saying to you is this, is that at the end of the day, apart from the chefs and things like that, right? What I'm talking about is that then you get all your seeds, so you order all the seeds, it could be anything, parsley. Do you understand what I mean? What you want for your, seasonings and things like that. Garlic. Do you see what I'm saying? I watched one video. When was that now? It's a good long while back. And it was showing like, a pop bottle. Like a pop bottle. Yes? I don't know, like with a pop in it. Fizzy pop. And then when you finished with it, yes. Anyway, I watched this video and that was on YouTube. And it showed you how to do your own garlic. Do you see what I mean? I do believe, actually, I'm pretty sure that was indoors. Do you see what I'm saying? You have all of your, your beautiful garlic. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Yes? Where you can make, grow other things. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? So then, how would they feel if you just emptied out all the supermarkets, then never went back there? Do you see what I'm saying to you? Well, I wouldn't like it, would they? They're not a liking, would they? Because you got man and woman and everybody standing up against it and saying no. And any few items that are left, well, they're left to rot, aren't they? You know, just like they've been doing to the farmers, okay, in different parts of the world, okay? You know, in fact, they're actually paying some farmers, yes, to destroy their crops, to make out that there was a food shortage, my delicious little babies. Do you see what I'm saying to you, yes? And as I always say, because you got the good and you got the bad, and the good farmers flipping made a stand, there we go, against this, yes? You got the bad farmers who took their ka-ching, because it's just greed. It's greediness. So my thoughts is, I'm only saying, it was just a thought, okay? So this time round, you know what they did to everybody when they locked everybody down all over the world? Yeah, this time round, we give them a run for the bloody money. Yes, we flipping do, ding, ding. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Yes, this is a time to get prepared. Because there we go, because they're just going to spring. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, and that's the whole point of the 15-minute business. I mean, I've just been told recently, the hospital where I was born, all those years ago. Anyway, I'm not old, I'm deliciously young, all my delicious little babies, right? Well, apparently I was told the other day that the flipping flats have been going up like flipping wildfire. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies, yes? So when they're trying to distract, you know, with a putrid box in the corner of the room, with all this stupidness and silly nonsense. See, in other parts, you've been getting your bricklayers, which God bless them, okay? And I've known for flipping decades how this rocks and rolls, yes? Where you've got God bless coming in from other countries, being paid a lot less than what our brickies would be paid in our old neck of the woods in the old UK. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Yes? So how are they knocking it up so quick then? And this is happening all over the world, my delicious little babies. It's not just in one country now that this is happening, yes? So they're preparing many things. Do you see what I'm saying? But at the same time, they're sending out bits. They're drip, drip, drip. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies, yes? So that's that. Then I heard another video, and I never heard actually, I looked at the writing, right? And I talked about a video not so long ago actually, I was talking about robots, yes? And to advertise, please go on to thecrowhouse.com with our wonderful and beautiful little Mexican. Not in that way, my delicious little babies. Yes! Because he does all the videos and all that sort of thing. I mean, you see it on YouTube, but you see, you know, he, you know, puts other things up, yes? And you see, well, you see these old robots, yes? They've killed, you know, humans. Man and woman. Well, what they've flipping named us. Yes? Human. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, my delicious little babies, yes? So, well, is this a good idea? This is a question that I'm asking you, my delicious little babies. To have robots doing no. Because they're not all like, what was that film years ago? Oh, I did love that film, actually, many moons ago, decades ago. Short Circuit. Okay, it's not like where you got a lovely little robot like that. No. These, I'm sure, can do a lot of flipping damage. Do you see what I mean? If they've been programmed a certain way, well, they clearly flipping was them, wasn't they? My delicious little babies, yes? Anyway, so that's something else I heard. My delicious little babies. Now then, finally, because it's not going to be a long video today, my delicious little babies, yes, so I've got to just split it up into different, yes. There seems to be, you know, more talk on the internet now, you know, with different platforms and everything to do with, you know, what are men and, you know, what does somebody think a man is and what does somebody think a woman is. And I watched a short video not long before I came onto our camera, my camera, sorry. Oh, what did I say? Our camera. Well, it is really. Because it's for all of us, isn't it, my delicious little babies, yes? So the thing is this, and you should have seen this. Well, she's got to be like a journalist. She goes out, doesn't she? She asks, questions. You know what I mean? She just goes and asks, yes. So your woman there went to go and ask. She's asking this man, and he couldn't even give an answer. It was really. I'm not being awful with you, my delicious little babies, but it was rather pathetic to watch, my delicious little babies. Do you see what I'm saying to you? This is the stupidness now. Like I've said before, I say it again, I do not like that word, but anyway. But this is the stupidness, isn't it? Do you see? Yes? Now, I was brought up, I'm going to say this again, my delicious little babies. Some of you may be interested, some of you may not. But, at the end of the day, we'll just see where this goes now, shall we? I was brought up with an ex-army man, yes. The thing was, he could cook from when he was young for a start off. Right, he's a damn good cook as well. Oh, my flipping daddy's. Yes, he is. Right. Now then, he can also clean, cook, iron and wash. Do all of those things. Okay, he was also, like I say, an ex-army man, and he's a carpenter. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Yes? Okay? So, at the end of the day, I feel that men have very good qualities. Yes, I do. And the ones who are, shall we say, if we need to break this down, you have to break it down into different parts, my delicious little babies, right? Because this is how I view things, yes? I'm not asking your beautiful and delicious little baby selves to agree with me. I'm just saying the way I view things, yes? If you have got somebody who maybe, say, has an aggressive attitude, okay? Now, there could be maybe a number of reasons why somebody could have, a man could have an aggressive attitude, yes? So, there could be many things here going on. It could have been from when they were, could have been from when they were young. It's just my neighbour opposite. So I'm so sorry, my delicious babies, I get distracted, yes? So it could be that from when they were young, maybe there was issues if maybe he didn't have a role model, in his home. Do you see what I mean? I'm just talking about different situations. Do you see what I mean? Yes. So, and then there's been other situations where you may have somewhere they like to rule the roost, so they like to rule their mother. If their father is sadly, not around for whatever reason, whether the mum and dad broke up or... do you see what I'm saying to you? There's lots of different reasons, my delicious little babies, yes? So this can create anger issues, do you see what I mean? And then, of course, in some cases, there we go, then in some cases they fall into the wrong hands where they get in with the wrong gangs and things like that. Do you see what I'm saying to you, yes? So, and then that's how they see their lives, yes? But you've also got a lot of beautiful cases where these same men have, when they become a grown man, have came out, yes, because they've learned that life is not all about that. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies, yes? So, and then of course, what else can we say that men can do that are useful? Okay. I mean, then you've got, men where maybe when they were little, maybe they were mollycoddled. Do you understand what I mean? Like wrapped up in cotton wool. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Yes, and then they grow up and, you know, maybe they are rather, you know, bless them, because we have to say that, you know, maybe they are a little bit feminine. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? But then when we look at what a man, well, I see them as being very useful. Men. Do you see what I mean? I mean, for a start off, I mean, you can have bricklayers, carpenters, like I've just said. You can have electricians, engineers. Yes? Let's have a think. What else? Landscape gardening. Because that can actually be super duper hard work, you know. Okay? But it's great, you know, to be in, you know, the outdoors. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, but, you know, it is hard going, but, you know, it's a lovely little number to have. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? And plus the fact that, correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't man put here, well, to... As with anything, you know, little animals and large animals, little and large birdies and everything, creatures great and small, to mate. Do you see what I mean? Man and woman. So I'm not saying this to be disrespectful to anybody who happens to stumble across my channel. I'm not being about anybody, because I'm just not that way. I'm just making a point, which I feel is a fact here. Do you see what I mean? You put man and woman together to make baby. Is that not true? Yes, it is. So, and by the way, I have to say this again, my delicious little babies, I am not saying this about anybody, God love you, who's having a trouble with conceiving, or there could be issues surrounding something. I did not mean it that way, my delicious little babies. No, I did not, okay? So please do not take me offensively. But man and woman were put here for that reason, yes? Okay? But then what came in? Because over the decades, and then you've had a IVF. So... for the women out there, you know, God bless, who for whatever reason, one reason or another, could not conceive, okay, for whatever reason that may have been. Maybe if they were in the same sex relationship. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes. Could be number one. And you found that, what was it, in the past 10, 15, well, I do, I'm just saying 10, 15 years, that's up until what I remember it as. I mean, it could very well be longer, okay? But then you've got your career women where, and I spoke to many over the years, my delicious little babies, and I just need to make that abundantly clear now to you all. Yes, I do. That you see, they did not feel that they could find a man who, you know, because they put their career first, the women put their careers first. I heard a lot of this over the years. Yes, I have. The past decade, yes, I have. Okay? Where they just felt that, you know, they could not find the right man to father their, you know, their little baby, their little bambino. Do you see what I'm saying? So then what they then decided to do was have IVF. Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but how, even to get a little baby with IVF, what does that require? Do we need to scratch our heads and spare a thought for this? Wouldn't one need sperm? Just asking. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies, yes? So... and I feel that you've got men as well, they're very useful. You've got some damn good chefs. You've got the top flipping chefs in the world who are men. Okay? So, you've got men who are, there we go, there's another one that's just coming to me, not the noddle, removal men. You know, they lift heavy furniture, they go to homes, if there's, you know, man and woman moving home, families moving homes or single, and they, you know, come in, you know, carry all the heavy stuff and then take it out and then unload it and then put it somewhere else. Well, they're very useful, aren't they? You do not see a lot of women doing that. Do you see what I'm saying to my delicious babies? Yes, little babies? So, I actually think that men are very useful. And if you get the right one, well, you know, for as near as possible to the right one, you know, you're Mr. Perfect, yes? Well, you know, you can do many things, you know. You can use a screwdriver and things like that. Do you understand what I'm saying to you, yes? You know, and of course, you know, they've got a good mind. You know, for some of these gentlemen, you know, they've got very good minds. Do you understand what I mean? Highly intelligent, yes? So sometimes they can get you to see things a different way, yes? So I can find many things, but of course, dear gentlemen out there can be, you know, because I think it's nice to have a loving gentleman as well. So especially if you're in a relationship. So I do not believe that a man should be masculine all the time like that. No, I do not. So we need to be able to see the difference here is what I'm saying. Okay? A man could be super duper strong, a gentleman could be super duper strong going out there and doing different things, yes? But when he's with his missus, do you understand what I mean? It's like they're loving together there. Do you understand what I'm saying, yes? So you've got to be able to see the difference here. So I actually feel that men are very useful. So when I've seen that video, just to get to the point, my delicious little babies, because sometimes, as you very well know, I do go around the flipping houses, yes? But I want to make my point very clear. For that man to stumble and not even know or to be able to give an answer, well, I tell you what, whatever it is, there's something seriously wrong. There we are. Because when the women were asked and the ladies were asked, it was a very different thing. Do you see what I'm saying to my delicious little babies? Yes, it was. Very different thing indeed. Do you see? And the reason why it was different is because for the majority, they turned around and said, well, women are good at everything. Do you see what I'm saying to you? So, but now then, so we could say, yes, women are good at a number of things. Do you see what I mean? You know, they're there to be loving if they're in a loving relationship. You know, they're there to keep the gelling together, to keep the couple together. Or, you know, for those who are blessed to have families, they're there to keep the family together. There we go, ding ding. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? And you can get some beautiful cooks, you know, who know how to cook. You know, lovely women or lovely ladies out there know how to cook, yes? Clean, wash and iron. Okay, so we got that side of things. We've also got a lot of women and ladies out there who are very maternal. You know, so very good at listening. But if we say this, you know, you've got a lot of men out there, a lot of gentlemen who are also good at listening. Do you see what I'm saying to you? So some is a bit of a mixed bag. But then, if we look at the other side, but then, so I'm not saying this offensively, my delicious little babies. I'm just giving food for thought here, just throwing things out to you, my delicious little babies, yes? Is that you've also got women who are neither maternal, okay? Neither are they, God bless her dear soul for whatever reason, very good at cooking either. Okay? I've known many who cannot iron. And in my younger days, a couple of decades ago, I actually knew young ladies, because their mummy did everything for them, yes, did not even know how to use a washing machine. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies, yes? So, where are we going with this? I mean, you've got some marvellous women out there and ladies who are really good at interior design. But then you've got a lot of men who are good at that as well. So really, if you look at it, I don't know, I was just looking at that video and I thought, I don't know, I think they're getting a bit of a raw deal here. you know, that men are not very good at things, because men are good at a lot of things. And like I said before, and I'll say it again, you know, at the end of the day, I was brought up with an ex-army man. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Yes, and I relate more to men and gentlemen. I think they're very useful, actually. I get on with them superbly. There's very few, to be honest, my delicious little babies, very few who I do not, okay? But for most, I get on with them. You have a laugh and a joke and a crack, you know what I mean? You have a laugh. Do you see what I'm saying to you? But I just feel that because we've had all of this, what's coming, you know, men with beards and flipping frocks, flipping prancing around, right? And all of this flipping, what I call silliness, because that is what it is, and trying to confuse the young bairns at school. Do you see what I'm saying to you? That is not acceptable. Do you see? I mean, if somebody, for whatever reason, we go on to this, so I'm not saying it to hurt, offend or upset anybody. If somebody, you know, whatever they want to be is whatever they want to be. Okay, that is up to them. But for others, must not have things thrown in their face. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Like, oh, you must be this, or you must follow that. No. Must not. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little baby? So understand by what I say. You have man and woman together make a little baby. End of. Do you know what I mean? And it can be a very enjoyable, sorry, just to end on this, it can be a very enjoyable time for some. Whilst they're making that beautiful little baby, little bambino to come into the world, or little bambinos to come into the world. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Yes? So I just feel now that, you know, I just feel that we need to get the men, God bless them, for most, you know, because, you know, you have got many masculine, but, you know, we need to get more to sort of stand up now and just say, you know what I mean? Well, we are men, you know, we're not flipping Nancy's. Do you know what I mean? And we're going to help to get the job done. Because what we need now is unite, isn't it? Man and woman together. It shouldn't be more of one than the other. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Yes? So, at the end of the day, this is what all this is about, isn't it? But again, it's about the putrid, we know who, yes, who wants to divide us. Do you see what I mean? Yes? So anyways, that's all I had to say, my delicious little babies, yes, so please do everything you can, and if you can purchase, you know, like little planters, you know, you can get little planters, you know, and even for those of you who do not have, like, little gardens, yes, you can just buy the little containers and things like that, so you have it at a proper room temperature and that you can grow. It is very possible. I have seen videos on this over the years, yes, I have. So it is very possible indeed, yes. And if you do not, please find somebody who does have a garden or allotments or something, yes. Everybody needs to start getting together now. But what this is about is preparing, yes, preparing, okay? Because, like I said, they're not finished with us yet, okay? Okay? So let the battle commence. And we're going to see, yes, ding, ding, who comes out. Because I do believe we have already won, yes? So no matter what they're throwing at us, we have won. Yes? Yes, we have. And I remain having my positive mental attitude. But they've got to throw everything, haven't they? But they're running out. Do you see what I mean? As more and more and more delicious babies are waking up, it's running out for them. Do you see what I'm saying to my delicious little babies? Yes? And then others are just not wanting to believe any of the flipping bullshit. And that's that. So please, and if you can, stick together with neighbours and things like that. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, you get your old noddles together. We've been saying this over years anyway. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? So, like, that's that really, my delicious babies. That's the end of the video. So for those of you who even found it interesting, well, thank you for listening, my delicious little babies, okay? And if you did enjoy it, I'm very happy that you enjoyed it, okay? And much love to you all. Till the next video. God bless. Take care. Thank you. Just some thoughts on my mind. Thank you. Bye-bye. Throwing it out there. Bye-bye.